This is it! This is the last game of day one. Neutron versus Cash. One Russian is out already, that is Hawk, losing to Night End 2-0. One more Russian will follow. It's either Neutron, who was wrecking the scene recently, Rust Brain Cup qualifiers come to mind, or Cash, who seemed to be a little unlucky in those qualifiers. Here they are. Here's their bracket, their way into this lower bracket. Neutron defeated Hawk 2-1, was defeated by Sonic 1-2. He really is the marathon man. Literally, he last week ran a marathon, 42 kilometers, and now he has to go into the match against Cash, who was defeated by Todd 2-0. Quite a surprise in the winner bracket quarterfinal, then winning against Starshade, but only 2-1. This seemed to be not the best Cash that we've ever seen. Maybe he can step up his game now. Maybe he's like a good diesel motor and take some time to warm up. Here's the game. It is Neutron in blue. I have to change that. Don't worry, this is just the bug of OBS. Against Cash in red. So here we are. On AZ once again. It is a Blade Master this time. We saw Cash before, playing against Todd with a Farseer on this map. Not against Night Elf though, because obviously there's Wisp to dispel. And what can we expect from Neutron? Keeper of the Grove. Obviously, all the rave in 1.30 is about the Keeper of the Grove. And how well will he do against Orc this time? There's a little Wisp spread here, so Neutron gets some vision across the map. He said before this game started, Sonic pissed me off. He's not in the best mood. Is he a little off focus? Can he wipe that loss off? Or does it affect his mindset? Lower bracket isn't for everyone. If you're used to winning so much and then all of a sudden you're facing elimination, this can put a lot of pressure on you. Cash has been there forever, same as Sonic, but with a few breaks here and there. He's always coming back when it gets important though. Of course, he has a real job. Not only playing Warcraft, not streaming too much. Here's tier 2. For Cash right away. 1 burrow, barrack shop. So a late, fast tech. As weird as it sounds, but it is like that. Hunter's Hall for Neutron. And late Huntress transition, even against Orc. What's it gonna be afterwards? We saw Colorful playing with glaive throwers, and Neutron loves the glaive throwers. And what is Cash's idea? Shadow Hunter with Serpent Wards, maybe? Could be an idea. Headhunters? What's his approach about Spirit Walkers? Is Spirit Link helpful or not? Nice save with another Entangle. But of course, or Speed Scroll, Windwalk, that's the kill! And some more free hits on the Keeper of the Grove. Good start! Usually the armor composition, or we have seen an army composition here of 2 archers going into 2 hunters, going into 2 glaive throwers and then push. Is this possible? Early warm-up. And I guess that's a good idea, because Orcs have suffered so much from these annoying burrow rushes from Night Elves. And maybe he is preparing for that already. For an early tier 2 reinforced defenses. Creeping intensifies with Treants. Oh, trying to last hit. Does it. Level 2. Critical strike unlocked, and the Keeper is not really in danger, but he shouldn't lose too much HP because he wasted all... Not wasted, used all his mana. More experience, but the Treants really don't give much experience, so it's not that bad. Good Blade Master play, as we're used to by Cash. Warmel lines up perfectly with the Great Hall. So I wonder if he rushes reinforced defenses, really. That's the question for Cash. How much did he play on 1.30? He had a good ladder account, but a lot of those games were on 1.20 as well, where he had like 102 or something. It is a Shadow Hunter. and a Beastery. No Torrent Totem right now. But man, does it take Neutron forever to creep this Troll, and the Blade Master gets this one as well. Far away from level 3. Good play. Torrent Totem coming now. Neutron on tier 2. More Huntress. Plus a Beastmaster second. Okay. With a Quill Beast this time. Headhunters. Okay, his answers are Headhunters. Not the rush reinforced defenses, but piercing damage. If he can protect them, they're decent damage dealers. Oh, it's a good timing. That's such... not enough damage. Oh, okay, with in the absence of the second Huntress and the Keeper of the Grove, he has no chance. Oh, Lackey says... Can he... Nobody's pausing as it seems. Ah, there it is. Fair play by Cash as well. Little spike as it seems. Pink seem fine. But it could also be the private internet connection or a host. Quite a long day with the solo cast, but here we continue. With the Hex. And oh, this is not how you want to protect your Headhunters. Dies immediately. That's the problem with them. They're still squishy. More Treants coming in. And with all that normal damage, even Grunts don't last that long. Trades Huntress for Grunts, that's fine. As long as you have Treants. Beastmaster's double Quill Beastman is putting in so much damage here. Gets another Grunt. Neutron. Seemingly owning this fight, but only due to the summons, I guess. And Tangle on the Shadowhunter, surrounded the Shadowhunter, but he's opening it up again. There was no TP, there was no potion that could have been a kill, but instead, he's losing another Huntress. I think he lost all of them. And again, Neutron's problem, not able to save units. Double Engine of Wind Talents. Very standard play. Well, 1.29 standard. Going Talents here. I thought the Talon days were over. In case you don't know, Talons are a little bit more expensive now. That means you need more resources to replace them. And that gives you less gold for items. But now that we have a Shadowhunter here, you don't really need the heal scrolls, I guess, because the TC isn't around. So it's more about invulns here, especially with a squishy hero like a Keeper of the Grove. Against Hex and Tangle, Hex and Snare and Blade Master. I'm so used to Entangle by now due to all the Keeper games. Natural expansion creep. Creeping seems to be so easy. Of course you have the Engine of War, of course you have summons, and you have level 3 now. Treants are a good solution to Raiders, of course, if they're not dispelled. But I don't think you can spam the dispel with only a few walkers. Oh, Cash forgot the burrow. His supply stuck at 38. At the moment he doesn't have that much resources, but against Talons this really shouldn't happen. And this gives Neutron so much time to creep up to important level 3s. Devotion Aura, meh. Blade Master scouts this, sees the Talons, sees the tier 3, and would have seen the Master tech if he hangs around a little longer.
A town is under siege.
Three and 2, but here's the Creep Jack. In the absence of a Blade Master though, and we do have Serpent Wards. No heal wave, it's only Hex and Serpent Wards. Forces the TP anyway, dispels this. So he's not gathering so much mana on this Walker, so once there's Cyclone, he's in trouble. Like, this Forgotten Burrow delays the time of the Walkers, and that of course means as they're not produced, they can't reach in mana already. And their mana pool is lower. And then they can't dispel that much. How long until Master's finished? Not too long anymore. Hawk level 1, of course. And Tangle pops the in-roll. Okay. So we get the Troll Headhunter back up. Could have gone for Berserkers, right? Is it really worth it to go for Troll Headhunters if you can go for Berserkers on the map? Not too sure.
A player's forces are under
But here are reinforced defenses. And this helps out Cash so much. Jeez. Water time. This helps out Cash so much because before patch 1.30 it was always the solutions of the Night Elves to go for the burrows, get the supply advantage, and then push and then win the game. Not really possible if the burrows are fortified. And we even have a Kodo. Kodo, Headhunter, Raider, Walker. That means of course less dispel, less control, but more damage. Because usually for the supply of the Headhunters you have one more Raider and one more Walker. And the Kodo Beast as well, so 2 more Walkers by most likely. But a lot more damage. Nice steal. Prevents level 3, but he can't forever. If he gets the 2 trappers, it's still level 3. And Cash is getting ready for the fight. Tinker is only level 1. We have a lightning shield. Meh. But the big heal potion is nice. Mercenary for Neutron. On the other side, heal scroll, invul, and that's it. Serpent Wards level 2. No tier 3. But another burrow for the 70 supply. Nice idea with the Serpent Wards, but the creeps won't follow him here. Giving Neutron a lot of time to go for a heal scroll, invul himself. Exciting times here. Fly played this as well with the Headhunters against Colorful. Worked to a degree. Cash finishing this creep now. Big item, and then it's fighting time. Rune Bracers against Entangle. Nah. No, not even against Entangle. It's kind of unnecessary. 60 supply versus 50. The typical 10 supply orc advantage, but there's not a big blocker line here. Does he need it? I'm not too sure. He has 3 walkers only. He has to live with a lot of Cyclone. Rune Brace is not paying off here as not on the Blade Master who uses an invul. Beast mode going for the Tinker and immediately... No! Nice swap of the invul potion. Saves him for now. Raider falls. Mass Cyclone being used. He has so much mana to work with. Lightning Shield on the Beastmaster could do a lot of damage in the backline, but doesn't really reach. Neutron is using the Mauler in the front there as well. And the Talon line is unapproached. There's almost no damage coming in from the Serpent Wards now with the piercing damage, but they're easily killed as well. Trying for the second time to go for the Tinker, but it looks really good for Neutron in my opinion. Cash is dropping supply hard, but finally the Tinker goes down, as well as the Raider up front. Kodobi still alive, has eaten a Talon, is not focused here, but there are so many Headhunters about to fall, but also the Beastmaster summoning one more Quilby is getting blocked, but zapped out as well. Kodobi's not killed by the Quilbies. Nice save. And now, does it turn the game on its head? No, I don't think so. Level 4 on the Keeper of the Grove. These Headhunters all about to fall. Kodobi's about to fall. Can the Serpent Ward save? He can still summon 4 more. And yes, Neutron on the retreat. Level 4 here. So we do have a better Hex, but he's investing all his mana into the Serpent Wards. Units are falling, but here comes the next Hex. Blade Master's reaching. Cyclone though. Big pickup possible on the Kodo and TP out. Whoa, that was an interesting fight. Going back and forth and back and forth. Lots of intensity on Amazonia.
Forces are under attack.
4,000 gold remaining. How fast can you reproduce the talents in the new patch? I haven't seen it yet. Apparently, it's still working. But now you have only gold for 1 invul. And not for heal scroll and invul. That might be the difference. Cash is buying a lot of stuff here. Items from the merchant. Healing up the mana. Oh, regenning the mana. More headhunters. If Neutron would have been able to stay like 4 seconds longer, I think Cash's army completely dies. More creeping. Level 2 for the Tinker, more movement speed, a little bit more damage. And of course, faster spawn rate of the Clockwork Goblins.
A player's forces are under attack.
These Serpent Wards, man. Once he gets to level 5, it's really scary. Funny how this matchup went from AoE dominated to single target damage. And we have a Potion of Greater Mana. That is 10 Serpent Wards. Keeper with the heal scroll. Double heal scroll. Another Kodo coming. 58 supply. The aura is back. Not too much to creep anymore. Of course, for Neutron, it's quite impossible to creep the red spots.
A player's forces
They
are
should
under attack.
belong to Cash. Both of them. So red spot number 1, Unholy Aura, amazing. The Endurance Aura is missing, so he gets the movement speed boost now from this item. Scout kill, alright, sees the movement, sees the level, sees the inventories. 2 heal scrolls, 3 heal scrolls. Against 1. One game today was decided by heal scrolls. That was Todd versus Foggy. And the Night Elf got that. Second Engine of War in for the defense. Nature's Blessing is finished as well for more armor and more movement speed. Don't forget about the Greater Mana. Cash at 66. Neutron not breaking upkeep. Why do you sound like you're in a pro TV studio? New microphone. Big investment, new microphone. The second item is the Mana Bong. Take a few hits, Shadowhunter. You need it. But this is amazing. For the walkers, for the SH, mana regen is so much appreciated. But we're getting close to an empty gold mine. And then the Night Elf has a big advantage because of this little
player's
dude.
forces are under attack.
This time, Cash will have a lot more Dispel. Setting up towers, preparing the expo. Of course, he has to focus on the future now. I like that. Thinking ahead. Trying to establish this expansion soon. Level 5 BM. Super close to 5 SH. If he goes for level 3 Serpent Wards, I really, really, really worry about Neutron's talents. Expo coming. Distraction push. Once again, we check the inventory. 1 heal scroll, 2 heal scrolls, Invul Potion and Mana Potion. 2 heal scrolls as well. 3 heal scrolls still. And an Invul Potion. 2. What? 1 Invul Potion. He's not saving the mana. He has to fight against these trees. It's 60 supply versus 70. Here we go. Entangle. Lots of disable in the Night Elf army with Entangle and Cyclone. Wisps are moving back. not detonating against these walkers. Lightning shield again. And oh boy, does that hurt now. He is in the backline finally. Raider is falling. Is the Shadow Hunter 5? Yes, the Shadow Hunter is 5. Look at the damage of these Serpent Ones. He's not focusing them at all. They're going rampage here. But the Raiders are still falling. The backline is intact though. The question is for how long? When can he approach the Talons, or does he even have to? Tinker is still healthy. Blade Master in the front line is Beast Mode now, going for the Beast Master. Heal Potion being used. He still has another one. And he's going for the Hex! And staff out by the Keeper of the Grove, who has a potion of himself. The Tinker in the front line also hurt. No item for him to use anymore. And they're throwing their spears into their wrenches. And the Tinker is falling. 45 supply. 44. Oh my god, everything is falling everywhere. Level 3 Entangle, I guess. No, it's not skilled yet. Or he's skilled Treants. But man, they're grinding on the verge of losing. But the Blade Master gets 2 more kills here. Caught by an Entangle. Level 6 is super close. Could go for Blade Storm then if he has the mana. 46 versus 39. With the help of Moon Juice, maybe? Only the Tinker died. All heal scrolls used. Cash's expansion is up. And that's all he wanted. Only the Headhunter's alive though. 1 Walker, 1 Kodo. A lot of big units gone. Looking good for Cash. If he can get his army back. Gold mine down. Tree of Eternity only now walking over. And there's a tower. There is a scout. Okay, but it expires. Can't do damage. A Blade Storm could end this game. Could kill all Talons. What a game. There's so much on the line. Everybody wants to go to Shanghai. Everybody wants to mess his skills with the best of the best in China. With fair conditions. So Cash is pushing again. He has the mana for the Blade Storm. There's no mana burn, mind you. No Demon Hunter in this. Here we go. Oh, getting even closer. 1 more kill. 11 XP. And Big Bag Voodoo is close as well. Here we go! Ultimate of the Blade Master. Nice split by Neutron though. But this disrupts the entire positioning of the Knight of 3 Talons down. Wasn't able to Cyclone here. He's going for the Windwalk. He's going for the Tinker. That poor dude again dead. Level 6 on the Shadow Hunter. Big mana still available. This could be Big Bad Voodoo just to show off. Neutron is in a world of trouble trying to go for the Blade Master who has no Invo Potion anymore. Can he reach for another Entangle? He could, but there's also Dispel. There we go. Is the damage enough? The Thunderhawk? No, dispelled immediately. Blade Master using the potion, the heal scroll Invo Potion on the Beast Master. Surviving for now. Keeper far away from level 6. Tranquility will not help him here. It helped him so many times. Blade Master out of this fight. Diving now. Hex! Critical! Staff out! Oh boy, is that a crazy game. Entangle on the blade. Despite this Blade Storm, he falls! He falls! And the second hero, oh my god, is staying alive as well. What the hell? Neutron down to 17 supply, Cash down to 32, but the damage dealer is gone. Blade Master dead, revive from the tavern. That was insanely expensive. And Neutron has his expo up as well. Super sick. I criticized Neutron this entire day for not saving the units, and then this Beastmaster escaped with 5 HP. Unbelievable. Double level 6 heroes though. What can he do? He has no normal damage. He has basically oh, he has Treants, of course. There's basically no damage against this Great Hall. 1 Ensnare. 2... Oh, a lot of dispels. A lot of dispels. He is harassing. He is causing some damage while he's mining.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Blade Master again. Entangled, not forced into the invul, has to run away from the serpent wards to get out of range. But there's more mana. And there's the Hawk. Oh, nice. And nice Hex here. Going for it. There's only a potion. The staff is on him. He's leaving him behind. Another Hex. Counters the duration. And there is the staff transfer. No Hex against the Beastmaster, so the Keeper is safe. But what about the Beastmaster? There's plenty of Hex. He used the big potion, and that should be the end for the Beastmasters. Trying to Cyclone the damage dealer, trying to Cyclone the Blade Master. There is no saving him here! And Cash banging his head against the wall, bloody all over, bruises everywhere. But he wins map number 1, and if this was just the first map, if they continue to play like this, we're in for the treat. For the great last series of the day. Holy macaroni. Do we have a result from Todd at Night End maybe? Not that I know of. Wow. In the end, the damage was enough. Level 6 Blade Master, level 6 Shadow Hunter. The Serpent Wards carried so much. And Sonic strategy prevailed. Okay, so Night End versus Todd is postponed. So this is the only game running. We're not missing it. That's good. So we're gonna see it tomorrow most likely. So this is match points for Cash. Neutron was kind of the secret favorite here to make it to China. Hawk out. Star-shaped out. That was to be expected, unfortunately, but Hawk wasn't to be expected, for sure. And now Cash, that totally flew under the radar, might be able to kill Neutron here. But now, it's Neutron's map choice, it's Turtle Rock. Here are your players again. And it's again close position. Can you believe it? I have to swap the colors, so this takes a little time. As Cash is in blue and Neutron this time in red. Match points for the Orc. But close position has always been hard. Thanks to the talents. You're just overwhelmed by these talent waves at one point. Now with Keeper harass as well. Hard. Hard to deal with. Neutron gambled a bit. This could have been a fantastic Orc map. But it's not. Not that we have close position. So, Keeper again. Yes, Keeper again. And a Blade Master. No Farseer this time, no Demon Hunter. Seems like the Demon Hunter days are really over. Oh, Jesus. I wanted to open the chat and then closed it immediately again. Sometimes I'm an idiot. Alright, yeah, since, thanks for the info, chat, that Todd vs. Night End is postponed. We're gonna see it tomorrow, most likely. So this could be our last map for the day.
Are under attack.
Once again, a great qualifier from an organization standpoint, for me at least. No trouble with me here. It's a 2 burrow tech. Old school. Very, very old school. So this is gonna be late, but he can pressure more or defend the Treant pressure early on. What can the Blade Master do? Right-clicking. The best solution, seemingly. Ooh, you shouldn't lose the Engine of War. Is Cash realizing this? Seems like the damage is not enough. With lesser agility. Nice entangle here. So right-clicking the Keeper seems to be like an easy option. But with entangle and Engine of War attacks, you have to worry about your grunts, and that's exactly what's happening here. First blood drawn by Neutron, who is super close to level 2 already. And has a lot more entangles. He shouldn't use them at the moment, I guess, because of like saving Moonwells. Detonate to I can't prevent the next Windwalk. In case he doesn't detonate this. No, he doesn't. Is he blocked? Is the Blade Master blocked? Looks like it. Entangle. Oh, he can't root anymore. Okay, that was close. And more pressure on the Keeper. Cash is finding solutions. Battle for the boots, I guess. Ah, Keeper got it. Circlet for the blade. Dust? Ah, no dust, actually. Neutron wants to save the mana. To be able to regen a lot more, but with boots, actually, it should be possible. Tier 2 tech halfway through. Thanks to the dual burrow, it was delayed compared to the Night Elf tech, but it's not that far ahead because Neutron, wanting to trap him, decided to go for a lot of Moonwells early, so that delayed his own tech as well. So it's really not that bad for Cash. Cash lost one grunt. Of course, normal damage grunts can creep greatly on Turtle Rock thanks to all the normal armor or medium armor. Now there's no entangle anymore. Once again, some free hits. Ooh, the archer. Nah, it's not enough damage. Blade Master takes care. Buddy, go home, heal up. I take care of this. Once again, the Warmill far in the back. I don't know if he scouted it because it's nighttime. The vision isn't that great. And the tier 2 is done. Beastmaster again, Beastmaster again. SH again. Oh, we'll see it in a bit. Archer saw it now. Shadowhunter it is. No shockwaves anymore. But there is a push. He wants to prevent the tier 2 buildings. Kind of old school. And another grunt dies. He can't prevent that. Buying some time where Cash can't go for the tier 2. Nice stab to save this archer more damage. But the Shadowhunter isn't out yet. And the boots are really a great purchase here. He can do damage, kills another grunt. Oh boy. Yeah, Neutron is playing this well. He really knows how to entangle. The roots. Oh, triple. Oh, nice. Oh, wanting to go for a surround. 5 summons. How are you supposed to defend against 5 summons? This Torrent Totem is no match for this. It's harder, of course, due to more HP. But it's working. This is so hard, man. He gets the Beastery, but Spirit Link and Dispo will be very late. Also, the magic damage. Level 2, almost only from grunts. Nutrients, more pressure. The beauty of close position. Headhunters are coming now, but They don't do too much. Oh, hero focus all of a sudden. Is he in range of the shop? I don't think so. Oh, counter focus. Shadow Hunter. Oh, he was in range. And the Beastmaster is not. And there's no staff ready because the Keeper was saved. Well played by Cash. He found that solution. Again. So he killed the second hero, but he lost a lot of grunts. And he lost this Torrent Totem like 3 times. Can he get another kill? Or at least force the town portal? No. Beastmaster coming back. He's pooling engines of talents, I mean. He's like... Oh, he's blocked. Hex. Lol. Oh, wow! The Chakram almost arriving. But 6 HP. Saving him. Town portal is gone. Moon Juice completely gone.
A player's forces are under attack.
They seem to have some fun. Neutron realizing this wasn't the greatest move to get blocked there. And the Shadow Hunter is almost level 2. He killed quite a bit. Headhunter's coming now, but Walkers are so late. Tier 3 is done. So we haven't seen the first Walker of the game. And the Talon Master training begins. That's super bad. Looking good for Neutron, even though he lost the Beastmaster. Creeping now. Red spot for Cash already. Thanks to the end snare here, of course. Wow. Warsong battle drums. If he goes for the same unit comp that he used before, he gets both Kodo Auras. And this is reliant on damage. Like, okay, Serpent Wards don't profit from it, obviously, but Headhunters do. Blade Master does. You can't do anything against an aura. We've seen here Crystal Ball.
Players' forces are under attack.
He really needs to focus on these walkers and gets them out as fast as possible, plus the Dispel upgrade. He's lacking some gold. Master training is done. Neutron is kind of ready. Has only an invul though. Tinker third is up, 50 supply. 50 for Cash as well, who's not building another burrow, but he has reinforced defenses. So that goes into the main. Not that successful here. Am I blind? What item was this? Ah, big invul. Okay. Already with the tower. Huh. Early expo this time? Hawk is scouting. Sees okay. He didn't go for red. A lot of potions for Neutron. A lot of permanents for Cash. First tower is up, and it should not be breakable. You can ignore it, but do you really want to waste all that time to kill it? I don't know. No mana potion this time. Kind of saved Cash a bit in game 1.
The town is under siege.
Tinker 2, Keeper 3.5, Beastmaster 3 already.
A player's forces are
3 on the Shadow Hunter. There's the blade. Expo is coming. Whoa, quite risky. He plays against like 5 summons again and decides to go for an Expo. Interesting and risky play. 56 supply. He gets a few walkers out, but it's only 2. Knowing... Oh, here's the greater mana. Knowing that Cash's totem was so late, shouldn't Neutron push? Like, for 3 minutes already? I think it's the wrong decision to level. 2 heal scrolls. Good items here as well, but of course for Cash it's... Oh, creep check! Only 2 treants here. As I said, double damage aura. +6 on raiders, +6 on headhunters. On the other side, Flip of Accuracy, +1 on every talent. But it's a lot of talents, so it's decent damage as well. Cash going up to 70. Expo 70% done. I don't know if Neutron scouted this. Would love to have an info screen of that. Shadowhunter close to 4. Blade Master is 4. Neutron doesn't know. He has no idea. Now he does. But how do you want to push this? Mass damage, is it enough? This is such a critical moment in the tournament life of Neutron. It's 50% down. It's 70% down. It's 80% down. He right-clicks it. Is it enough? It is! Unbelievable! Holy shit! Cash cannot believe it. Nobody can believe it. That was the very, very, very last split second. What a surgical strike! Unbelievable. And again, he finds the solution. 64 supply versus 60. Give him 1 more second. 5 seconds more. And then it's done. And then you can't kill it with magic damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
That was so close. That move could have can save Neutron's life. Tournament life. Here we go again. He's pushing into the watchtower. Not the smartest thing to do, but he's getting rid of it thanks to the treants. Better position here now. Good choke as well. Serpent Ward's very offensive. Level 4 on the Shadowhunter now. He's not taking them out at all. Dispel everywhere. Once again, the Raiders in focus. Ensnare on the Beastmaster. Doesn't get to it. Raider down. New Treant summoned. Massive damage against the Raiders in the front line. Second one about to fall. Tinker at 50%, but he doesn't have a big heal potion as well. Cyclone after Cyclone. Fury Dragons coming in. Tinker, can he be saved? Yes, with an invul. Cyclone on the Raider here. Shadowhunter in a great position. First Fury down. But there's so many more talents. 52 supply. But Cash is standing strong at 61. Cyclone after Cyclone. How much more dispels does he have? Not much. He will drop in supply. Quite heavy. Nice entangle on the Kodo Beast. Walker falls. Everything falls. Headhunter in the back. About to fall as well. Where is the damage? Only on the Blade Master. But he's up in the air the entire time. He even goes for Heal Wave to be able to save a little. Trying to get a Demolisher in, but immediately picked up. Now the talents are kind of all over the place. Want to focus everything. A Heal Scroll would do wonders, but I don't think that's possible anymore. How many units can he pick up? The Kodo Beast is still alive. Soaking up damage like a sponge. And now the talents are closer to the shop than the entire Orc army. The next Raider falls. He's going for the Beastmaster. No saving him. No, there was saving the big potion, but it was a little too late. 5 is the level of the Blade Master all of a sudden, and he could spiral out of control if he's on the ground. The Kodo providing the aura still. It's 19 HP. Unbelievable. Tinker being staffed out. And both are still alive. 35, 37. Lots of talents about to die, but only if he can connect. But there's more and more Cyclone. This Headhunter throwing spears like crazy. How much more last hits can he get? Next Raider down. Level 5 from the Keeper of the Grove as well. Is this the last Cyclone? No, there's not. Keeper about to fall. If this Blade Master's back to the ground. Yeah, there is the invul. There's the surround. There's the entangle. This should be the end of the life of the Shadowhunter. He's trying to pop him out. Not worth it. Going for the backstab of the Keeper. Executes it. First hero down. Only the Tinker remaining. Cash fighting for the lower bracket semifinal. Might be getting the triple kill here, depending on some critical strikes misses thanks to the freaking talisman of evasion. Can you believe it? There's another raider trying to go for with the speed scroll. When is the cooldown off? Cooldown is quite long. Backstab. Here we go. Can't go for the moon welts. Here are the misses again. Can't go for the crit. Cyclone Sim. Tinker survives. This game is absolutely nuts. And Neutron stays alive once more. And Neutron stays alive once more. This is incredible. Going for the altar, but only one Blade Master and a Raider. And Talons are streaming out of the Ancient of Wind. 188 critical strike on level 3. There's basically no items on this guy. And the Raider, he can't help in this kill of the altar. The Keeper will come back at some point. Same goes for the Shadow Hunter. Once again, close to level 6 Blade Master.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he has 2 Raiders now. Is it enough in the end? No. Cash has to cancel this attack and lick his wounds. These guys lost like 80 supply here. So sick. If this is the new Orc Night Elf meta, hell yeah. We've suffered so many years for boring Talon games. And if this is the new thing, I'm gonna kiss your feet, Blizzard. Keeper is back. Beastmaster coming back, but it takes 2 minutes. And now the Warsong battle drums are back. What are the items? Of course, clarities. Of course, a mana potion. So important to have this mana potion. Serpent Wards versus Treants. Dispelled immediately. 3 Raiders. 1 Headhunter only. No Kodo. Support tower or meat shield. Oh, the Kodo is there. He's going for the altar. He wants to prevent this Beastmaster and the Quill Beasts. And it's working. So much damage. Too much damage. The Serpent Wards kill the altar. And he's down to 2 heroes. The siege continues. Neutron on the verge of being eliminated. Fighting brave. But it seems to be too much. 30 versus 50. Oh, a split second too late for the surround. That could have been the end of the Tinker's life right there. But he's getting so many kills on the Talons in the back as well. He's uprooting everything. Ancient of Wind falls. Ancient of Wind number 2 falls. He's throwing everything at Cash, who's down to 50%. Can he get a miracle return with the Treants and Entangle? Blade Master low, super close to 6. Has the mana for the Blade Storm. If the Blade Storm hits here, you know what's up. That's GG right there. 1 kill. Going for the Tinker. Is surrounded between the Moonwells. Usually they save him. This time, there is demise. Third hero down as well. Only the Tinker remaining with a few selected talents. The Blade Master is level 6. He's going for the kill. For the Blade Storm number 2. No. Not yet. Not yet. But now. There. Oh. The Windwalks, the backstabs, the kills. But the Keeper stays alive. He's hanging on to this tiny little threat that is his 21 supply. But a lot of stuff is about to fall. Cash is once again moving back. And the Keeper is level 5.5. No production anymore. No shop. This is his tiny, tiny little army. Only 3 wisps in the main. He detonated everything against them. Dispel against the Treants doesn't do anything anymore. Level 6 Blade Storm coming in. This must be the end. Natron moving back again. But this were so many kills, too many kills. Or is he diving too deep? Entangle number 1 and Snare to counter that. Cyclone to prevent the damage. Treants being used again. This Raider is about to fall, but dispelled again. 1 critical strike and this guy falls, and then that's the end of Neutron's life. Entangle again. Is there? No, he's not close to 6. He can't go to 6. Woo! Windwalk was already there for the backstab. GG! Cash 2, Neutron 0, Neutron out. And Cash in the lower bracket semifinal. What a freaking series we have witnessed right here. I am so glad my roommates are not home. Oh man, sometimes when you think that a matchup has broken you and you suffer through this matchup for 10 years and you get this gem thanks to a few numbers being changed. That makes me happy. Very, very sorry for Neutron that he doesn't survive day 1, but he put on amazing games. I guess a few fans were earned today, but he drops after defeating Hawk. He drops to Sonic and then to Cash in the end. That's it. That's day 1 of the WGL European Qualifier number 1, and my expectations were quite high before this tournament started, and the games delivered, man. That was so much fun. Pretty damn cool. So I'm updating Wikipedia so I can show you the grid. What happened today? A little recap here. Tomorrow, we have the winner bracket final, the best of 5 that decides to go to China, Foggy, or Sonic. And then the lower bracket continues with Todd, with Night End. The game was postponed. With Cash, of course, and the loser of Foggy versus Sonic as well. And the grand final. Man, today is going to be an amazing day. Remo's going to join me. We have a warm-up program with the WGL Netty's Qualifier September with Moon, TBC, Shishi, Fly, and some others. That's gonna be amazing. We start at 1 PM CEST, and then at 5, it's time to conclude this tournament to determine the 2 players that go to China and the 1 player who gets the prize money here. We have Todd still in, we have Night End still in, and of course Foggy, Sonic, and Cash, the CIS section. I'm done. I am completely, I don't know, man. This was great. Thank you. Oh my god, where did I stop with the subs? Here. Thank you, Pink Glitterbug, for an 8-month resub. Thank you, Kevin, for the host. Thank you, Weezar DK, for the Prime sub. Thank you, Jons, Dan Boyd, and Draketen. Or Die Raketen. Most likely Die Raketen, right? For the subs. Of course, oh, there's a sub-anniversary for Dan Boyd. Thank you. We're getting close to 850 subs again. Of course, you will get the replay packs into our Discord. Join it, discord.backtowarcraft.com. If you like this, feel free to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's all /backtowarcraft. Follow us here on Twitch. Subscribe if you want the replay packs and no ads and the emotes and the sub badge and stuff. You can throw us a donation if you really like it. You can buy our merchandise if you want to at shop.backtowarcraft.com. You can watch the VODs on YouTube. They are coming up as soon as I can do it. And what else is there? Amazon referral link and stuff like that. It's a pleasure. Warcraft 3 is amazing. My mods are awesome. Thank you for fighting through the chat today. It's always hard when I have a 3-minute delay and can't really monitor this myself. Orga team of WGL, I love you. And with that being said, there's only one more thing to do. Check out the schedule, backtowarcraft.com, our homepage with all the important links and stuff. And also the stream description, there's everything there. Links to a cool wiki called Wikipedia, to the Reddit that is amazing as well. At times. But here's the goodbye song. Here are the Donuts. I'm done. Thank you very much for tuning in. More than 2,200 at times. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.